All right, so obviously you know why you're here because you clicked the video, so I'm not gonna give you a bunch of nonsense. We're gonna show these three knives. Now, normally this is a video that I would not do. In the past, I have been offered to review knives and I always told them no. However, now with the recent purchase of our property, we have a ton of building and stuff to go over and to do and all kinds of stuff, from just maintenance around the new property to cutting open packages that as we do stuff over there at that property, to servicing our machines, to clearing property. I mean, we just have all kinds of stuff to do. So I figured that these knives would actually come in really handy. And so I told this company, absolutely, send me these things and we will take a look at them. So I want to just keep this video super simple and three basic knives. We're gonna run down some bullet points of them and I'm gonna show you the quality of the knives. I'm not a knife expert by any means, so excuse me if I miss some stuff or whatever, but I just want to show you these from an average Joe point of view. Now, these two right here, all right, on these, this is going to be, and I also might mess up these names, but I will put the words across the screen in case I pronounce something wrong to make it easier for you. So this to the Tundra, and it looks like this one, which, I forgot what this one name is. All right, these are gonna be in a black box, and then this one right here is the Proponent, maybe? It's in a little nicer box. So these slip out the bottom or the front of them, and this one actually comes off of it like this. So it actually opens up. Really nice case for that knife. Now I've got some bullet points in my other phone that I want to go over so that I don't mess anything up, so I can keep this as accurate as possible for you. So starting out, let's start with this Tundra. Okay, so this is going to be the Tundra J1966-GN. Now this knife, me not knowing a lot about it, let's take a peek. Now I purchased these because I'm actually gonna gift one to Mr. Robert. So on the channel, he has helped me out a ton as my neighbor at the property. And so I'm super excited about actually being able to gift him a nice knife. So it looks like it comes with a cloth, okay? So that's pretty nice. And then it comes in a bag, and this one actually looks really, really durable. Wow. Interesting, okay. So, wow, these things are actually, holy crap. Holy crap. Look how big that is compared to my hand. Wow. That sucker is pretty solid. That thing is not little at all for comparison. So we'll do this for just comparison so you can kind of just see. That's not bad at all. Overall length, about 9 inches, not bad at all. This thing feels really, really solid. First impressions, knowing nothing. So it does have the arm tie piece, which is nice because if you drop it, which I wouldn't encourage it, then it still can stay attached around your hand. And then of course it's gonna have the safety close mechanism. Somebody's probably gonna get on me for my handling of these. I can go ahead and tell you that right now. So apologize if I do something wrong. I'm not a knife expert. And then it has the belt clip that's on it. And then it flips open pretty easy. So that sucker is not bad at all. And it feels pretty sharp. Now I don't really have anything here to necessarily cut. I don't know what this, wow, it cuts right through that cardboard. Wow, that's a sharp knife. Cut that cardboard like ease. I don't really have nothing here to cut besides cardboard. I don't know exactly what I'm supposed to be cutting and not supposed to be cutting, so I don't want to just ruin these knives, but let's go over the main features of this knife right here. So to start out with, this thing has the D2 steel blade, it's called. All right, so it's supposedly a good hard steel that holds an edge very well. Basically, you're not gonna have to sharpen this thing every 5 minutes from the research that I have done. However, though, it does say that the D2 isn't corrosion resistant as a true stainless steel would be, so you shouldn't leave this in a wet area. So this should probably stay in your pocket you know, stuff like that, and this shouldn't be a marine knife, you know, per se. Stone washed blade finish. This gives the dull used looking finish from the factory. It's a nice work knife because scratches and wear aren't going to stand out as much. This handle is going to be called the G10 handle. The G10 is a fiberglass resin compressed together. So I did not know that. That is very interesting. So being a fiberglass and resin handle, it should be pretty freaking durable. Yeah, very tough, doesn't mind getting wet, and gives you constantly grip than a smooth metal handle. Now I did notice that handling this thing, it has these textures to it. You can see right there. It's not slippery at all. So it definitely has texture and grip to it when you're holding it in your hand. This one is the biggest of the CJRBs. It feels more substantial in your hand, like I just showed you. And when you're wearing gloves and stuff like that, this is gonna feel not so rinky-dink like small. Let's see here, some other things. Opening building materials, cutting rope, cardboard packaging, zip ties, general utility cutting. Basically, it sounds like if you were coming out to your property or going out to work all day, that this would be an excellent knife to get. This would be like a great work knife for day-to-day routines. So overall, that's pretty much that one. That's nice. It honestly really is. And it also has another piece on it right here so that you can open it up. So it has that piece so that it will flip open. And then you can just take your thumb and lock it like that. So not bad at all. Again, I'm probably doing something wrong on there. I'm probably sure the knife experts will call me out. But first impressions on this knife is it honestly feels pretty solid. This one was the Pyrite. This is like an everyday carry knife, supposedly. So our first one just comes straight in the box with the towel. This one is going to have the zipper carrying case with it. So each one looks like it's gonna be a little different. Okay, all right, so let's see. So this one has a nice soft lined inside, and then you also get the same cloth. I guess this is like a cleaning cloth for it. So we'll put that back in there. And then this one does look like more of an everyday knife. So this one is definitely, for size comparisons, I can show you this versus this, okay? So these are definitely two different monsters. This guy right here is an absolute beast, okay, compared to this one. But we're gonna see what features this one has, because I picked the best three out of their whole lineup, the ones that have the best reviews and the ones that generally sell the most of. So that's what I wanted to go over. So this one is just a straight up clean, sleek pocket knife. So one thing I do like about this one is how sleek it is. I mean, it is absolutely just smooth and just doesn't have a bunch of nonsense to it, and just overall nice. Now on these two, this one has the, when we open it up, this one has the traditional style piece in here that you push like that, and then that safety release is gonna close it, all right? Whereas this one, I kinda like because it actually has a button on the side of it. So you push that button and then it just closes up like that. Like it literally closes up like butter. And then to open it, it literally just opens right up, push the button, release it, and it closes right down. So this one is pretty slick. Now let's see from the bullet points on this knife. All right, so this is very different than the Tundra, and obviously it is. This one's only has the 3.11 inch blade on it. So let's check that for a comparison to the Tundra, because I just showed you. So yeah, right like at 3 inches, basically right over 3 inches is the blade on that one. The overall length of this knife is like 7.5. So definitely more of a compact knife than the other one. Some other stuff to point out is this one's designed to give a good edge retention while still being reasonably easily sharp. So it sounds like it's designed to just hold up more. This one is more corrosion resistance than your D2 knives, so better against corrosion. This is useful around property if you're dealing with humidity, sweat, and occasionally getting things wet. So this one is going to hold up better overall on corrosion than, you know, the other knife. Let's see here. This does have a stainless steel handle, completely different feel from the G10 knives. Like I said, it is smooth, solid, and more refined. The downside is only to give you the same grippy feel as a G10. The button lock I just went over. The ceramic ball bearing pivot. Now I did not know that. So it looks like it does feel smooth. So inside here, there's a ball bearing. All right, inside the end of the knife. So it is a very nice design. It also has recessed cutouts in there, as you can see. So that's kind of cool. But you do feel it in person, and when you touch it, I mean, it literally, it honestly does. I'm not selling it. Like, it really does have a very smooth operation, and when you flick it open, like, it opens easy. So that's actually nice. I mean, I don't think I've personally ever felt a knife like this. Again, I'm not a knife expert. I've had knives over my lifetime, but this one is definitely really smooth. The ball bearing, I didn't know that. I didn't even know this was a thing. This is a much easier everyday carry, smaller and slimmer. Doesn't feel like you got a brick in your pocket. It says out of the 3 that I picked, this is probably the one that you'd actually keep in your pocket every day. So again, right back to what I just said a minute ago before I wanted to read the bullet points that I researched prior to this video, is this one is definitely smaller pocket-sized knife versus this mammoth over here. This one, I feel like you're going into combat and you can really tackle some stuff on the property, but carrying this sucker in your pocket all day, this thing is going to be a monster compared to just like this everyday carry. Now, the last one that I'm interested in the most, just because of the packaging, is this sucker right here has this cool box. It almost feels like an iPhone or a pair of Oakleys or something that you might buy it. It's expensive. So this is the Proponent, I guess is how you pronounce that. I probably am messing this one up, but it's going to be the 1820P-BBK. All right. So when you open this one up, it looks like it's going to be an absolute monster, just like the other one. So it also comes with a cleaning cloth, and then it also comes with a wristband, which looks like we're going to have to screw that in. And when we open it up, this thing looks even bigger than the green one. Wow. I mean, these two right here are monsters, dude. Holy crap. Before we even open it, side by side, the green one versus the black one. So they're kind of close. They're kind of similar. Actually, they are. They're close to the same size on the ends, same length, same feel, but overlaying them, they're about the same. The black one comes in a little bit fatter than the green one. So if we line them up, you can see the black one, a little bit more fatter, a little bit more heavy duty of a blade, it looks like. And this is before I read all the bullet points. Okay, so first impressions. I haven't even flipped that sucker over. Holy crap. This thing is like we're going to war. Wow. So these two hands down are entertaining me more than the everyday carry knives. These two are absolute freaking monsters. So I'm going to gift one of these to Mr. Roberts, whichever one he thinks he wants. But holy crap. This thing is a mammoth. I mean, they both are really good looking. I'm glad this company reached out to me, honestly, because I don't know if I would have ever even looked into something like this. And I'm highly impressed. This thing, just looking at this, is intimidating. Like, it's so freaking just gnarly. All right, so let's see here. This is the Artisan Cutlery Proponent 1820P BBK. It's named the Monster, okay, is what my research is AKAing it as, is also known as like the Monster. This is a full-size knife. This isn't the little version. It's potentially huge and overbuilt. It has the same D2 blade on it. Same basic steel family as your Tundra. Good edge retention. Again, take care of it if it gets wet because the D2 isn't fully stainless. Black blade finish gives the entire thing an industrial look. Should also help hide normal discoloration or wear compared to the bright polished blade. The G10 handle, same basic tough Composite materials, the Tundra, good choice for something intended to be used rather than just displayed. So all of these talking points match right up with my first impressions. Carrying this thing, you're definitely gonna know what's in your pocket. I can go ahead and tell you that just from feeling it. This thing is gonna feel, you're gonna feel it in your pocket, okay? If you want a lightweight knife, this probably isn't the one to choose. So if you're looking for something lightweight, you probably want one of the more everyday carry ones. But this thing is ridiculous. Big handle, big blade, overbuilt construction. It's more of a tool filling. This is big, all right? If that little one right there is your normal everyday knife, okay? This one, if you're carrying this as an everyday knife, then this thing is gonna feel like an absolute sledgehammer when you pull this thing out, because it is just a monster. So these two big ones are definitely the ones that I am way more excited about, just because if you are looking for something and you don't carry every day, these are definitely your two things. The Tundra is going to be the best supposedly for working around the property. The Pyrite is going to be the best for carrying every single day, whereas the Proponent is the best if you want something big, heavy, and ridiculously overbuilt. So basically the same way we rated them already previously. Just talking points, that's basically it. Again, I wanted to give you the bullet points from that I had previously wrote down, because I'm not a knife expert. So I wanted to present these things fairly, but looking at these things one more time, you can see the difference in these. I mean, just absolute different beast. All right. So this green and black one are just gnarly. I mean, they are gnarly. I don't know. The black one I think looks more aggressive. The green one looks more, it looks more traditional. But the black one, I don't know. The black one almost looks more like industrial military grade to me, whereas this one is pretty slick just for inside your pocket. So I don't everyday carry a knife. I used to everyday carry a knife and a flashlight and all that. And then as we just got older, I've switched to basketball shorts and not jeans as much, besides in the winter. So I don't carry knives on me every single day. Have them in the truck and everything. Definitely going to keep these in the truck, but it's not like something that I continuously have all the time. So with that said, I'm gratefully appreciative of this company sending us them. It looks like this, if we want this roped piece in here, it looks like we just need to simply take this off. I don't know if these are normally supposed to be in here already put through or what, but it looks like from the other one that you might have to pass it through. I'll have to play around with that. But the green one is basically, it's just looped through here. And I know somebody's probably gonna freaking be eating me up in the comments about holding these knives open. I'm just trying to display them instead of keeping them closed the whole entire time. So I'm just trying to show you. But it looks like the rope just goes through it like that. And then it has a little screw-in piece. I'm not 100% sure what this is for. You can let me know in the comment section if you're familiar with knives. But this one didn't come pre-looped, so we'll have to put that in there if that's something you want. I really don't care about the rope feature, but I'm gonna have everything you need in the comment section below. Again, I'm very thankful that this company sent me these knives to try out, because it's just something that I would have never, went out and purchased myself. Not because they're not good quality, it's just because life is so busy that I would have never, I just wouldn't have been shopping for knives. Here lately, I have been looking for different knives to carry. I was looking into, there was a self defense knife that like the police use. I think it's K-bar is what it is, but these are not like self-defense knives. This is more for like the property. But I was looking into buying a K-bar knife to put in a holster inside and concealed carry it. So it's definitely, this was a topic that caught my interest, because I had already been researching them knives and we just bought the property. And it seems like every time I turn around out there, I need to cut something open. And currently all we have laying around really out there is these little box cutters, and they're just not gonna get rope done and stuff like that. So this is 100% gonna get put to use on the property. And again, I don't know what else to say. Thank you for sending these CJRB, thank you for sending these out to me. And I hope that honestly, sincerely, we can work together more in the future, because I would love to check out some of your other knives that you have available. So if you're interested in anything, I'm gonna leave the link and everything you need to know in the description below. That should get you to these. And then you also go to their website and check out all their other ones, because they have more than just these 3 for sure. So give them a check out, and let me know if you have any advice for someone like myself in the comment section, because I will definitely learn from y'all. And let me know what you think about these 3 knives. This little guy right here is just, it's smooth. You know, honestly, I might start carrying this every day. It's smooth. It really is. It's smooth. These monsters are going to get put straight to work. Speaking of work, y'all smash that like button for me. It's a small thank you, and I'll catch you on the next video. Thanks, y'all.